Namaste angels and welcome to my channel if you find me on YouTube. Today I want to do a union spread for the twin flames that are not in union yet or that are still don't even, you know what I'm saying. Turn this down some. I've already shuffled and laid out the cards. So we have 9 cards. The feminine side, the masculine side, and the connecting energies in the middle. We have the head space, the heart, and the action. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the 3 of Wands. Now this is all about growth and collaboration of something really passionate. You see that he releases this bird here. I don't know what it is. It's some type of hunting bird, I guess. And he's releasing this. I think this is all about us releasing this under this moon. The moon could also speak of Pisces, which I'm a Pisces. Okay, let's get started on the reading. So, for the feminine in her head space, we have the 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords, I'm using the After Tarot. Here it's showing this person retreating, but there's this woman coming in, bringing a flower, kind of like trying to wake that person up. Usually the 4 of Swords is all about retreating, meditating, taking time for self-care and just reconnecting. But here it seems like there's another person just trying to get you out of this kind of sleep. You see, she has color in her face, but the person laying down is all looking like the stone that it's laying on. So this person here is coming in, also could be like a person that brings you something about your spirituality that you have known before. There is also this church window, so that's why I'm saying that. Overall, for the feminine, in her mind, in her head space, she is retreating and doing soul searching. While there's other people coming in again into her life, try to help her on this way. That's cool. For the masculine, we have the 7 of Cups in his headspace. So with the 7 of Cups, it's the card of kind of like many options, many ways that we could go, many things that we could choose from or pick. You see, you have here this cup with the with all these things, you have the Empress and you have the High Priestess here, which is the intuition and knowledge, which he should have picked. You have the glory of the wreath, and this is who? I don't even know what that is. Sorry, I don't know. But yeah, he picked the jewels. He picked the gold, the natural wealth, but all of this wealth or whatever he picked here from these chalices, from these cups, also came with an attachment. It came with these snakes, or the snake. It's the snake belt. So what I feel for the masculine is he is aware that he did make a choice. He has made a choice. And for him, it's important now to go through with whatever choice he made here. This is an emotional choice he took. In the connecting energy, we have the victory. We have the Six of Wands. So the victory card here is kind of like not just this one person again. It's like this victory is shared. You see, he put his wreath on this woman or whatever, and extending these victorious things to her. So for me, this is like a really great card to have in the headspace, because I feel like both of you are aware that there needs to be this kind of like shared energy, this shared let me say, this victory cannot only be for one, it has to be victorious for both, if you kind of know what I'm saying. In her heart space, the feminine has the Queen of Wands, the passionate queen that has, you know, I love her always with her red shoes, is showing her passionate feelings, and she's very grounded also. She also has her magical black cat here, which speaks of playfulness, and the lizard, which shows that she can adapt to whatever life throws at her or whatever situation she is thrown in. The lizard is all about being able to fit into your environment. Now in this spread, the Queen of Wands is kind of looking out, looking away from the union. To me, this shows that the feminine, being in this retreat, her in her headspace, she feels like in her heart there is like maybe another way that she needs to look. Maybe she needs to not find new passion, but have her passion extended out rather than in where it is for her, not reciprocated. Did I say that right? Reciprocated right now. That doesn't mean that she wants to give up on that, although I know some of you all feel like it's that time. And if you feel like that, let me tell you that this is exactly the right point in time for you to have these feelings, because this will actually give your masculine a whole new boost. It's going to change the balance, which brings me to his heart space. He has the Justice card, which is about balancing things. It sits between these two pillars, and it feels like masculine knows that there needs to be a balancing to be done. Just like I said here, this victory cannot only be for one person, it needs to be balanced. Here, this Justice is not blind. She's not blindfolded anymore. That means that there is a light coming to a situation where the masculine sees that it needs to be this balance. It's also the number 11, which is our twin flame number. For some of y'all, your masculine actually does deal with problems with the justice system, or dealing with money or paperwork issues, but he feels like he is balancing this right now. What's connecting in the heart is the Fool. The Fool is about jumping without being too careful about what's happening next. New beginnings. It's the number 0, so this is the new beginning. Here in this deck, the Fool jumped, and it is a done deal. It's done. If that's what you was wondering about, it is a done deal, but it's still a really new beginning. Where it comes to the number 1 is still not there, because this Fool here is hanging on this rock and smelling some flowers. So if what you was waiting on has not arrived yet, this could be, it has started, but there's still a little hold up for you and your counterpart to enjoy the road and smell the flowers and be in anticipation. I don't know why I said that. Maybe it has something to do with that sexual, passionate energy from the Queen of Wands. In the action space for the feminine, we have the Magician. So the Magician is, of course, somebody that practices the arts and somebody that can manifest. They have all the tools that they need to be that manifester. The number one speaks of the new beginning, new cycles. He also has the infinity symbol here over his head. So feminine is well aware that she is manifesting her own abundance right now. That she's manifesting the life that she wants for herself. And for some of y'all, that does include the union with your divine counterpart. So for your prayers and affirmations and whatever else you do while you here doing the arts, I believe that this is going to be successful for you. The masculine has the number 6, 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is the card of happy memories, happy nostalgia, looking back at things, maybe even from our childhood or something that gave us this sacred feeling of, you know, being protected by your parents. You see the mother here is calling the children home. I feel like masculine is reminiscent of the good times. He does want this back. He felt free and playful in the connection. Which leads us to, in the connecting energy, the Queen of Swords. Here in the Queen of Swords, the Queen points up to the sky, to the universe, and on the tip of her sword is a butterfly. Now the Queen of Swords is usually the queen that has like, she's kind of like, you know, very mental, and she will cut things out that don't serve her, and she's just, but yeah, she will use that sword, just like the Justice will use the sword to cut people. But this is not for cutting. This is for recognizing one's own soul. So what I feel like both of the divine counterparts are now on a track of soul searching. Soul searching. For her, it's in her manifestations and her, maybe even her new given gifts, to explore those, practicing the arts, learning about old ancient techniques, remembering who you were in life before, because you've always been this magician. With him being reminiscent of the past he had with you, being very nostalgic about it and wanting this back. His actions are geared into getting this back. As for the numerology on the female side, we have the number 6, we have the number 5. The 5 speaks about change. There's a change. It's halfway to completion also. Number 10 is completion. So with all of this going on and her looking the other way, there might be a change in your situation coming soon, or it has just changed just recently. He has the number 6. 6 is the human form, victory in the human form. Is it a 6? Hold on. Let me tell you something wrong. 11. Yeah, 6. It's about the human form. I want to read to you out of this book because I love what it says about the 6s. As there's also a 6 in the connecting energy. Sixes is also the lovers. The 6s represent a realm of union and reunion, where opposing forces meet and melt, and balance and harmony are restored. In tarot, the 6s symbolize accomplishment. The number 6 historically symbolizes the human being, because man said to be created on the 6th day. 6 also symbolizes the 6th sense of psychic ability, as well as the 6 directions of space: left, right, forward, backward, up, and down. Okay, guys, so if some of y'all ask yourself if this is ever coming into any form of balance, or felt like they've been given too much and are willing to turn away, face the other way, and maybe take these wands somewhere else, I want you to know that your masculine is aware that there has been an imbalance and an injustice going on. So I feel like there will be a resolution to this. Maybe it will not appear in the way that you hoped for or what you wanted to, but it will appear. I feel like there's a lot of magic stuff going on between the both of y'all, not just here with you and practicing your arts, but also like here, because you can tell they both have the serpent belts. Because we also speak of attachments. Overall, I feel like there will be new beginnings here with the Fool card, even if it's not a quick start as you would like for it to be or expected it to be. And this is one of the biggest lessons we have to learn here, to let go of all of those expectations that we have. The more you are stuck on expectations, the longer it will take for all of this for you to manifest, because you need to get yourself on a vibrational level where you can just accept freely what the universe is trying to give to you, without trying to be controlling of the other person in any way. A lot of times when we say we give unconditional love, it's really not unconditional. We give it because we want something in return. We want something back. Now, when you come to a twin flame union, this is not what this is about. You both need to be able to start from zero. You start from scratch. There is no rush in this. Stop and smell the flowers. Enjoy yourself. Hang out. Get into physical activity. Love yourself at all times. I want to pull a Romance Angel card, or 3, 1 for him. or masculine, one for the feminine, and one connecting energy. Give me one, please. Only one clear message for the Divine Feminine. This is April the 25th. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So faith means that you are supposed to have this inner knowing that everything is going to turn out okay, that everything is going to be all right, and you need to stay optimistic about this. If you feel like you're getting down, you need to actively work against that and keep your vibration high at all times. This is especially important right now. So you see, she is like worshiping whichever God and with the flowers, but you know, that does not only mean that. You can, you know, do whatever raises your vibration. I feel like a lot of nature comes out of this card. So possibly we are being called, the Divine Feminine is called to spend time in nature. Okay, let me get one clear message for the masculine. Okay, the honeymoon. So to me, it feels like he is still thinking about spending this holiday time together with you, whichever that does not need a holiday. This came out the last time, I remember. So, well, if anybody's, yeah, let me know if y'all went to y'all's honeymoon. But honestly, I feel like, yeah, that's what is on his mind. He's reminiscing. Let's get one connecting energy. How's the connecting energies for the twin flames? Children. Your love life is being affected by children. So this came out the other day in the spread for him. It came out with Damara, and she speaks of guiding children. So whatever it is, either your children or his are a factor in y'all's love life right now. It also can speak of you both having this mission to guide children in this new earth and show them the way to unconditional love. The old paradigms of marriage, family, they are now longer holding up, and the falling apart of these family structures leaves the children in a really bad spot. They don't know. They may feel really afraid in these changing times because they also going through ascension. So whatever confusion you feel, your children will feel too. To me, that's a sign that this week, or as of today, it is a big, important thing to be there for your children and assist them in this new way of being. Talk to them. Please talk to your children. Well, I hope this reading resonated with you, and if you want to book a private reading, you find everything below in the description box. Thank you for liking and subscribing, and I wish you all a blessed day. Namaste.